take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG. The fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. The 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Miller.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's 3rd down.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
The Buccaneer first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
The 34-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked on by Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The 4th down pass. Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of
We're scoreless after 1.
2nd and 5. at the 38-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
And 15.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They're going to look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And 1.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone. Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means... A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Flushed him. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
6-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch me work, watch it hate, watch them lurk. Can't relate, watch the skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red 3, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my time was coming. I've been hustling with my fucking forget all the
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
At the 21-yard line.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Here we go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He was just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up
we have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Anderson on the jet sweep, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Airing this one out for Evans. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throw here, hauled in. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
How about the throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Back to throw now on first down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of
that one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones.
The pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Flushed out right. And a catch right side by Evans. And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Devin White.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Robbie Anderson, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And now here comes their final timeout
83
as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
nigga. Remember